Hello and welcome to this special first ever Games Extreme video review by me of Foregone. Now, if you don't know what Forgone is, it's an action platformer with Diablo style randomized loot and handcrafted levels. There's no procedural generation in the levels whatsoever. The pixel art in this game is absolutely stunning. I'm a huge fan of games that have roguelike elements, action platformers, Metroidvania, anything like that. So, let's take a look at Foregone. Now, this is a challenging game. The sprawling city of Calagan was once at the forefront of scientific research. Its progress was suddenly halted by the invasion of a rival state, hell-bent on stealing its technology. Desperate to survive, Calagan scientists developed a breed of super soldiers to turn the tide, the Arbiters. You are the first Arbiter. Well-written introduction, nice, simple, brief, lyrical, and also excellent. The animation in this game is some of the best. Pixel art and beautiful. It flows really well. The attacks are smooth. The whole thing runs very, very smoothly indeed.
I remember when this forest was full of life. Now it's just twisted, like everything else.
The tutorial, simple enough. The gameplay is smooth, responsive. You have melee, you have ranged. Ranged drains ammunition. Melee restores your ammo. And ranged will lock onto enemies with some exceptions.
Guess it didn't take long for the hero to set in after the war.
As you can hear, the voice acting is also pretty good. This, though, is just a tutorial. There's far more to this game.
No time to reminisce. I need to find out if this infection's reached proper control.
You have a good evade move. And, of course, there are secrets. First bit of random loot. Quick look at the map screen as well. Looks good. Simple, easy enough to read. We picked up a new weapon. Daggers. Faster than a sword. Have their own combos. And these are more powerful, so I'm going to equip them. And also, just a quick look at the stat sheet with several role-playing game style elements. as you can see. We'll wait. And as I said before, the smoothness of this animation is truly excellent. The characters themselves, full of life. The combat, fun. Not too frenetic to begin with.
No.
Sense of
Something stayed dead.
cinematic
Plans, I suppose.
presentation, excellent. Not as powerful as the daggers, but we'll keep it. Or we can do this and mark them for destruction, gaining us some resource. You'll see there's two resources, gold and like an element, a blue crystal. These are useful for upgrading later on.
Never thought I'd be going back to the temple. This place is always giving me the creeps.
There's environmental traversal. I can do that as well. So I could take a different route.
Now it's even worse. You shouldn't be out here, Warden.
Silence, Violet. It was you who brought this devastation upon us.
What do you want from me?
You must correct your past. Stop the harrow before it consumes us. Oh no. Oh, too late. What? Oh no. Go back, Arbiter, and destroy the harrow at its source.
And that's the tutorial, or part of it.
Bad dream? Forget it. Focus on locating Project Terra.
And now we're off on the first level. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. First of the abilities. The dash attack. And as you use your ranged and your melee, you'll recharge that ability.
An outpost. I should check my gear while I'm here.
So this is how you upgrade. As you can see, you've got different paths and you unlock different directions. You need to collect catalysts of various kinds. You have Executioner, Onslaught and Guardian. We're going to go for Ruthless Blows, which increase our critical strike damage by 5%. And we're going to use 25 of our blue crystals. You can also upgrade your powers. There's a teleporter for later on. And a blacksmith. So, my daggers can be upgraded. Now, each rarity has different levels of upgrade. So, for instance, the daggers can be upgraded twice at this rarity. The pistol can have one upgrade, and the other slots are for armour, amulets, rings, and they simply do not have any equipment in them at the moment, so there's nothing to upgrade. We'll move on. I'll show you a little bit more of the game's first level. The silent hedges, the woods. There's your teleport. And in traditional fashion, smash everything, search everywhere, look for alternate routes. Also look at the light and shade on this, how as you walk backwards and forwards, the background shows the lighting. A little splash in the water. Ouch. There's a longbow. Not as good as the pistol, so we'll leave it. We can use that with the blacksmith. You shouldn't really destroy any of your gear unless you're making room in your inventory. So you can keep this and you can sell all this stuff at the blacksmith for more gold. And if you die, you will leave your crystals and your loot, your gold, at the location you died. And Dark Souls style, you can try and get it back. I'm not too overly fussed at, if I do die, then that will simply show things off, which is what I'm attempting to. It's an emblem. Automatically equipped.
Looks like I'm on the right track.
One of the reasons I wasn't too fussed about this is that there's a healing ability. Which is very useful. And there's lore books to collect as well. Because what game is not complete without lore books and various things to pick up? I'm playing with a controller, and this is on the Xbox One, Xbox One X. Shotgun, that's probably good, so let's have a look. Sword, not as good as my daggers, but it'll come in handy for breaking down or, well, selling. And of course the shotgun, the classic area spread effect. Again, just take a look at these graphics, how good they are. The ring, which will be automatically equipped. And you can repeat these levels over and over again. For more loot. We'll head back to the blacksmith. Upgrade our shotgun. And that's the daggers fully upgraded. And we can salvage these. I'm going to hang on to my cash. When you look at the level and quality of the animation, the idle animations on the character, the motion of the character, it's beautifully done. The entire game is utterly gorgeous, and it gets quite frenetic later on. Is it a good game? Yes. Will it keep you entertained for several hours? I think so. It has good graphics, good motion, good level design, challenging encounters. Some of the boss encounters are extremely challenging, and a Dark Souls style death mechanic. It's worth the money, and it also has a great soundtrack. If I, for a moment, stop and just pop this up, just listen to that music. And if we go back to the main menu, drink that in. Foregone. Great pixel art. Nice retro style. Modern game design. Diablo style. Random loot. Interesting enemies. Interesting attack patterns. Very good overall. If I were writing a written review on this, then as I submitted the review, I would give this Games Extremes must buy score. I think this is a must-buy action platformer with a lot of heart, a lot of soul, and a lot of replay value. It is one of the most accessible and potentially the best next to Dead Cells. And if you know anything about me and my love for Dead Cells, well, that's high praise indeed. And that's really all I can say. Thanks for watching. Stick with us. There will be more reviews. Take care, stay safe, wear a mask, and most of all, have fun gaming. Bye for now.